What is going on, guys? It is your boy Tropical NHL back here today for a brand new YouTube video. So we're here today to talk about a player that almost was a Habs. We talked about him so much. We imagined him so much with the Canadians that it's almost like he is a former Habs. Like it's almost like that. We all 100% thought that he was going to be a Canadian. So when it didn't happen, it's just like he was a Habs and now he's not anymore. So he's just like a former Habs. So yeah, but before getting into the video, I invite you guys to leave a like. Let's try and get 50 likes on this video. Also, if you want to subscribe, it's free, and we are on road to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We just hit 1.6k, and thanks a lot for that. So if you could help me out to reach my milestone, that would be much appreciated. So yeah, today we're here to talk about Shane Wright. You guys guessed it, and you probably saw it in the title and thumbnail anyways. So yeah, I haven't made a video yet to talk about what's going on with Shane Wright, the guy who slided to the first overall pick to the fourth overall pick, which isn't bad. It isn't bad. Like when you're getting drafted fourth overall, it's really, really good. But when you were viewed as a generational talent, consensus first overall pick for like 3 years during the entire pandemic, and then a team skips you another, and you end up being fourth overall. And as well, you could see him. I was there at the draft when he got at the bus. I was in the people that were screaming, Shane, 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 Shane. The guy was hyped as hell. He was signing half jerseys. The guy was 110% certain. He was almost guaranteed. He wasn't even stressed out. He 110% thought he was going to get drafted by the Canadiens in Montreal, and he was hyped about it. He was hyped to be a Canadian, and that's why he looked so disappointed, and that's why he gave the Canadiens that look, because, yeah, he was loving the love he was getting from the fans, and he was hyped to come and play in Montreal, and I saw that with my own eyes. I was at the GWC event also the day before the draft. Shane Wright was there as well, and with the energy, he was like, you could see the way he was, that he was just, all right, let me get what Montreal is. I'm gonna be living here for a long time. He was just acting like a Habs player. He was acting like a Habs player. Like when you see Habs players around town, he was just acting like that. And yeah, and then some people out there was like, go Habs, go. And he was just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, the guy was certain he was going to get drafted by Montreal. He didn't. And after that, he got skipped by the New Jersey Devils and the Arizona Coyotes and ended up in Seattle. And right now, he's not playing, man. And when he's playing 5 to 6 minutes. And I quite don't get it. Like, if you're to not play him, just send in when the Kingston Frontenacs. Like, anyways, I feel like it would have been better for him. Like, he got a pretty disappointing season last year. It would have been good after all those disappointments. The guy was certain to get drafted by Montreal. He didn't. After that, it was just, I'm going to go to New Jersey. That's perfect. He didn't get picked by New Jersey. And after that, and we saw it in the video, we saw it in the draft video the NHL released. It was like, all right, Arizona. He said to his dad, I'm happy. And then Arizona went to the stage and drafted Logan Cooley. And after that, he said, that one hurts. So what's best for him? Like, his confidence got affected a lot by this. The guy was certain to be the next face of the franchise for one of the most prodigious NHL team with the Montreal Canadiens, and he ended up in a team without story, getting skipped by 3 teams. That hurts. And that hurts even more when you're a guy that's just 18 years old, even though he's 4 years younger than me and he looks older. Like, he looks 5 years older than me. I look 5 years younger than him. But, yeah. Yeah, after that, I was like, bro, the best thing to do with Shane Wright after all those disappointments, after his confidence was affected, he didn't get the year he wanted last year in the OHL. Just send him back. Let him dominate the OHL. Let him dominate in the World Juniors. Let him build his confidence back. That's what I was thinking. After all of that, I was just like, all right, the Seattle Kraken are going to send him. He's going to build his confidence back. He's going to come back to the player he once was, the future generational talent that he was just before the pandemic came. Because you need to not forget about this. The pandemic affected a lot of OHL's players, CHL players' development. And last year, they were coming back, and Shane Wright had a pretty mess season. He still got a really good season, like 96 points in like 60 games is really, really good. But like, for a guy like Shane Wright, you would expect like around those Joshua Roy numbers, like 120, 125. And I was like, send him back. He's going to get those numbers, going to get his confidence back, and he's going to come next year, and he's going to be in revenge mode. He's going to make the team, and he's going to be the player he was supposed to be. That's what I was thinking. But right now, the Seattle Kraken are doing really some weird stuff with him. And I don't get it. I really don't get it. He played 5 games this year. He has 1 point, but it wasn't really a point. Like you guys, I watched the video 5 times to see where the assist was coming from. He deflected a pass by accident. It went to the other player, made a pass breakaway, and I think it was Ryan Donato who scored. So yeah, not really a point. It's not really, for me, it's not really a point. All right, that was just luck. All right. So yeah, he played 5 games. His average ice time is like 5 minutes 44 seconds, which is really bad. He doesn't play with good players in offensive role. He didn't look that bad. Like in the minutes he played, he didn't look that bad. He looked like a guy that he looks like Shane Wright. He looks like Shane Wright, but not in the right situation. That's what he looks like. He looks like a guy that confidence got affected a lot, and with what they've been doing right now, they're just affecting his confidence even more. Like, his grandparents were in town this week. His grandparents, the Seattle Kraken were playing 3 home games. His grandparents were in town to watch their grandchild play some NHL games with the Seattle Kraken. They've probably been waiting for this. And the entire life of Shane Wright, it was his dream. And the Seattle Kraken helped he scratched him those 3 games. That's not cool, man. You have a young guy who's 18 that his confidence got affected at the draft because he got skipped by 3 teams. And now you're not giving him the ice time he deserves. Because, yeah, I think Shane Wright deserves at least 10 minutes. Like, come on. Sofkovsky's getting 10, 12 minutes. Shane Wright deserves the same. And when his grandparents are in town. And I don't know how old his grandparents are. But with grandparents, you never know what's going to happen. And if some things happen, and I God hope it won't happen. But, like, if something happens to his grandparents and they won't get to see him play in the NHL, because like you never know with those situations. I can 100% guarantee you that Shane Wright is not gonna accept that from the Kraken. They didn't play him. You could have at least put him in 1 game, played him 10 minutes. His grandparents would have been happy. Shane Wright would have been happy, but they didn't. And I don't get it, man. I really don't get it, man. Come on, you have a young guy that's confidence been affected so much that he doesn't even look the same. And you're affecting that confidence even more by not playing him, not putting him in the right situation. And when you look at the interview he does, he looks a bit not in the right place. He looks like that kid in school that's not included in a group. That's what he looks like right now. That's what he looks like. And it makes me sad because I was hyped about Shane Wright. I wanted him in Montreal. We didn't get him, but I wish him the best with the Kraken. I want him to be the player he was supposed to be and prove the Canadiens, the Arizona Coyotes, and the New Jersey Devils that they made a mistake. But, like, how can he do that? The Seattle Kraken are doing something terrible right now, I think. And, yeah, I think that they should just send him back to the OHL. Let him get his confidence back and let him build. Let him build. Let him build. Let him be himself. Because right now he's not himself. I know he might have some attitude problems, but those attitude problems will probably get fixed themselves as he will get older. Send him back. Let him get his confidence back up, man. For real. And even if he has attitude problems, there's a lot of players in the NHL that have attitude problems, but they still get the points on the ice and nobody cares. Look at Jack Eichel. Look at the Look at even Austin Matthews sometimes, man. He looks like he wants to be the only guy in Toronto, but the Toronto Maple Leafs still make the playoffs and he still gets the awards and stuff. Come on. Send the poor kid back to the OHL. Let him play in the World Juniors. And I just hope that their plan is not to let him be on his 9-game trials until Christmas, to send him to the World Juniors after that. I just hope it's not going to be like that, because my guy Shane is going to be he is going to be really affected by this, and I don't know what they've been saying to him, but I sure hope that they've been surrounding him well. I'm sure they would do, but like for an 18 years old, I'm sure that even if he says he agrees, he doesn't. So yeah. Let me know what you guys all think about this in the comments below. That was my opinion on what's going on with Shane Wright in this with the Seattle Kraken right now. Let me know your opinion in the comments below. It's been your boy Tropical NHL, and I'll see y'all later for another video. Bye bye.